And welcome back. And we're back. CSUN with the ball, trying to make their first basket. Hendricks Porter misses. Air ball, rebounded by Sabrina Holleran, tried to put up and in, no good. Federick coming down now for GCU. Number 4 checks in, Nikki Durbin for GCU, turns the ball over. Zuniga with the ball. Foul will be called on Grand Canyon University. CSUN ball. Zuniga will inbound the ball, sideline to Hendricks Porter. A foul on number 4, Nikki Durbin from GCU. Zuniga will inbound the ball once more on the sideline. Hendricks Porter trying to set something up, space out the flooring. She tries to drive it in. Instead, another foul will be called on GCU. And it seems as though a technical will be called on Hendricks Porter. Seems as though they're calling it for celebrating. Referees are discussing it right now. I disagree with that call, actually. She's been doing that all tournament. This ref is the only ref that's been calling that as a technical, as Frederick shoots the first. Score is now 14-0. Make that 15 as she makes both her baskets. Hendricks Porter trying to plead her case to the referee. GCU will inbound the ball. Frederick gives it off to Yost, number 6, Hoblin. Number 11, Henderson, tries to shoot over Zuniga, no good. Rebound by Holleran. Sykes turns it over as number 7 steals it. Federick with the ball. Lays it up and in, making it 17-0. 10 minutes left to go in the first half. Jimenez going to check in shortly. Lazo needs to get rid of the ball. Only have 5 seconds to do so. Gives it off to Hendricks Porter. Tries to go up and in. Instead gets fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. Hopefully Hendricks Porter will be able to put a basket up for CSUN. Still with 0. She puts it up and in, making that the first point for the Matadors. 2 substitutions are in now for GCU, as Henderson and Kemp sit down. Hendricks Porter misses the second attempt. Scramble for the ball. Holleran tries to get off to Hendricks Porter. Instead, a foul will be called on GCU. CSUN ball. Baseline. Zuniga. Or excuse me. Zuniga now will inbound the ball baseline. Seemed as though everyone was lining up for a free throw. Not the case. Sabrina Holleran Gets the ball from Zuniga, who gives it off to Jimenez, nearly loses it. Gives it back to Halloran. Does a nice jumper, but airballs it. Rebound by Zuniga. Foul instead will be called on GCU as well. CSUN getting some breaks here with some back-to-back fouls called on GCU. Hopefully they'll be able to make it into a basket. Lazo for three, no good. Too hard off the glass. Rebounded by Zuniga, who puts it up and in, making it 17-3 GCU. Matadors have 3 points. Seven shoots for three. That was Yost as number 10. Hendricks gives it off to Bowers, Number 7 again, Yost shoots for three, and it's good, making it now 20-3 with 7 minutes left to go in the first half. Hendricks Porter gives it to Zuniga. Try to put up and in, try to get her own rebound, gets fouled along the way. She has an opportunity for a 3-point play. Score is now 20-5. GCU up on top by a large amount so far. Zuniga misses her opportunity for a 3-point play completion. Rebounded by Bowers. Bowers gives it off to Yost. Finds Boblin. Charge will be called on GCU. Hendricks Porter looks to shake her defender. Instead gives it off to Lazo. Looking at Zuniga, who puts it up and in. No good. Gets her own rebound and puts it back up in. Leading scorer over here, Zuniga, trying to get the CSUN Matadors back into the game. Bowers. Try to dish it off to number 3, Smith. Unable to convert with the layup. Rebounded by the Matadors. Hendricks Porter dishes it out to Sabrina Halloran for the jumper. No good. Rebounded by Bowers. Number 7, Yost for another 3-point opportunity, and it's good. She's feeling it from on the arc. Sykes looking to come in for CSUN Matadors, along with number 15, Kemp for GCU. Hendricks Porter. Try to give it to Zuniga. Turns it over. Smart idea. Just the wrong type of pass. Number 15, Kemp. Skips it over to Frederick. A late foul will be called on Lazo. She'll be going to the line for 3 free throws. That was a 3-point opportunity. Bowers at the line for 3. Makes the first one out of 3. About 4 minutes left to go in the first half. Score is 24-7. Both teams are in the bonus as Bowers misses her second attempt. Substitutions come in now. Halloran in. Someone needs to come out for CSUN, otherwise they're going to get called out. Or excuse me, Jimenez came out, or Lazo came out, excuse me. GCU looking to press still. Zuniga gives it off to Sykes. He tries to give it to Hendricks Porter, nearly loses it, and does. Turnover by CSUN. Yost up for the layup, and it's good. Sykes finds Jimenez. Jimenez loses the ball. Jump ball will be called. CSUN Matadors will inbound it baseline. Holleran will inbound the ball for CSUN. GCU is up 27-7 with 3 minutes left to go in the first half. CSUN turns it over in the meantime as Bowers gives it to Kemp. Bowers gives it to number 10, Hendricks, who is fouled along the way, but it will be a 1-and-1, so she will go to the line. Both teams are out of fouls. She makes the first attempt. One more to go. As she shoots the second, no good. Rebound by Zuniga. Hendricks Porter trying to get CSUN in motion. Down by 21 points as Jimenez fires from the three-point range. No good. Rebounded by Kemp. Number 10, Hendricks tries to go up. Instead is blocked by Zuniga. Hendricks Porter finds Holleran, pulls up for the jumper, and it's good. Making that 28-9. GCU on top with a minute and a half left to go in the first half. Yost shoots from beyond the arc once more. No good. Rebounded by Hendricks Porter. Hendricks Porter tries to shoot up and in. She wanted the foul call, not called. Yost goes up for the uncontested layup. Someone needs to come and help her. Jimenez gives it off to Hendricks Porter. Jimenez tries to dribble in, dishes it off to Hendricks Porter. Doesn't work out. Gives off to Zuniga for the layup. Doesn't make the basket, but will be fouled and will go to the line for two. 49 seconds left to go in the first half. Score is 30-9. As Zuniga goes to the line for two, she makes her first attempt. As number 3 checks in for GCU, Sarah Smith. In for number 7, Brooke Yost. Zuniga clears the second one, making the score now 30-11. CSUN needs to be careful with their defense, considering they only have 6 players. GCU skipping the ball across. As a three-point attempt by number 4, Nikki Durbin, no good. Rebounded by CSUN. Hendricks Porter dishes it off to Sykes, pulls up the jumper, and it's good. Now making the score 30-13. 20 seconds and counting down for the remainder of the first half. Bowers gives it off to Durbin. To Kemp, to Hendricks, who rolls it right in. Holleran, with less than a second left to go in the first half, tries to throw it over the defender's head. The score is 32-13. Second half will be starting in just about 5 minutes. We'll go over the stats right now. We'll stay live. Live stream is brought to you by Matador Sports Network. From Cal State University Northridge, I'm your host, Amber Partita. Thank you for tuning in. At 6:30, the men's basketball club team will be playing against U of A. The men's team remains undefeated in the NERSA tournament held at UCLA this year. Unfortunately, the women's team has been unsuccessful in any attempts of winning at the NERSA tournament this year. It is to my understanding that there are 2 GCU women's teams. We're racking up the stats right now, so we can go over in just a moment. Again, this live stream is brought to you by Matador Sports Network from Cal State University Northridge. Thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for the 6:30 game of the men's team versus U of A. Otherwise, it's been a successful tournament for the men's basketball club team. Unfortunately, the women's team hasn't been able to find a win or momentum in any of their games. This is their 3rd game of the tournament. All have been lost by more than 10 or 15 points deficit. They're definitely going to have to come out looking strong and fierce, as well as knocking down all their shots without fouling too much in the second half if they want to contend in this game. For GCU, they have 10 points, number 7, Brooke Yost has 10 points with 2 rebounds. Number 13, Sabrina Johnson has 1 rebound. Number 10, Tiffany Hendricks has 3 points. Number 1, Ariel Bowers has 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists. Number 12, Hannah Frederick has 9 points, 4 rebounds. And number 15, Mariah Kemp has 8 points and 1 rebound and 1 assist. For CSUN, Holleran has 2 points. Number 14, Hendricks Porter has 1 rebound, 2 assists, and 2 points. And number 33, Michelle Zuniga has 7 points and 12 rebounds. Number 21 has 2 points and 2 rebounds. Number 4 has 2 rebounds. And that is all for the CSUN Matadors. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back in just a moment to conclude the rest of the game. And we're back to conclude the rest of the game. CSUN Women's Basketball Club team is playing against GCU, Grand Canyon University from Arizona. The score is 32-13, GCU on top. They'll be inbounding the ball. Frederick thought about it, gives it off to Yost, who's been on points beyond the arc. In fact, the whole team has been on point beyond the arc as number 1, Ariel Bowers, makes it. Hendricks Porter tried to dish it off to Sykes, gets blocked by Bowers. Yost open for the wide open layup. 5 quick points for GCU. Seems as though no one really wants the ball for the Matadors. That makes it difficult. Kemp loses her handle, and a foul will be called on her. She fouls Sykes in the process of trying to get the ball. Stay tuned. At 6:30, we will be live streaming the men's basketball club team against U of A. Again, the men's basketball club team has been undefeated so far in this NERSA tournament, held by UCLA. As Lazo nearly misses the ball from a pass from Sykes. She tries to give it off to Hendricks Porter. Bad pass. Stolen by number 12, Frederick, who puts it up and in. 7 quick points for GCU. Barely 2 minutes have gone by in the second half. They've been dominating this entire game, as they should, considering they've always been a good team at NERSA. Sykes tries to go through 2 defenders, loses it. Seems as though she messed up her ankle in the process, as GCU scores another easy bucket. CSUN looking frustrated as Hendricks Porter skips a pass to Sykes. Sykes getting defended by 2. Someone's open. She dishes off to Lazo. Holleran tries to shoot it. Instead gets deflected by number 13, Johnson. And that's a turnover by CSUN. Bowers will inbound the ball off to Frederick for GCU. GCU looking to extend their lead as Jimenez waits at the table to get chucked in for CSUN. Johnson over Zuniga, and that's good, making the score now 43-13. GCU with 17 minutes left to go in the second half. Hendricks Porter getting swarmed by Yost. Nearly misses her dribble. Tries to do a skip pass to Sykes, almost gets stolen. Sabrina Holleran pulls up for the jumper. No good. Number 1 with the rebound. Powers. Bowers thought about it. Number 13 gives it to Bowers for an open 3-pointer. No one contests her. Misses. Number 13 rebounds. Johnson for GCU, who gives it off to 12, Frederick. As Johnson shoots a 3-pointer herself, and that's good, making the score now 46 for GCU. GCU is having fun with this game now. Holleran gives it to Lazo. Gets double teamed. Again, someone is open. No sense in staying in the corner if you know you're going to get trapped. Number 1, Bowers gets an easy layup. As CSUN calls a timeout. The score is 48-13 GCU on top. This live stream is brought to you by, no timeout. Okay, yes, a timeout. A little confusing with the officials right there. The score is 48-13 with 15 minutes and 53 seconds left to go in the game. GCU out on top. We'll be back in just a moment. And we're back. CSUN will be inbounding the ball. Hopefully they'll be able to put up some more points before the game is over. Hendricks Porter tries to go off the screen from Sykes. Halloran gives it off to Lazo, open in the corner, and that's good. Her first basket of the game. Boblin coming down for GCU, trying to look for someone open. Gives it off to Bowers. Tries to give it off to number 11, Henderson, nearly loses it. Recovers. Gives it off to number 6, Boblin. Bowers. Almost stolen by Sabrina Halloran. CSUN ball out on GCU. Turnover by GCU. This live stream is brought to you by Matador Sports Network from Cal State University Northridge. I'm your host, Amber Partita. Thank you for tuning in. Jimenez gives it off to Sykes. Lazo. No one seems to be cutting in. Sykes for a 2, and that's good. Bowers gives it off to number 6, Boblin. Bowers shoots the 3, and it's good. Making it 51-18. GCU with 14 and a half minutes left to go in the game. Stay tuned for 6:30 as we will live stream the men's game against U of A. Lazo decides to shoot again from the arc. No good. Out of bounds on CSUN. GCU ball. GCU has been dominating this entire game right from the get-go. They came out running. Zuniga checks in for Sykes. GCU has 10 players as opposed to CSUN 6. That definitely adds to the energy. Number 4, Durbin. Gives it off to Bowers. Bowers finds Boblin. Durbin for 3, no good. Rebounded by number 3, Smith, who puts it back up and in. CSUN Matadors trying to keep their energy afloat. Zuniga gives it off to Halloran. Jimenez gives it to Hendricks Porter. Zuniga back to Halloran. Halloran pulls up for the jumper, and it's good. Making the score now 53-20. Number 4 decides to shoot it from beyond the arc. That was Durbin. No good. Rebounded by 11, Henderson. Stolen by Hendricks Porter, but they will call a foul instead, making the second foul on Hendricks Porter. Sykes checks in. For Jimenez. Wide open 3 by Bowers, no good, overshot it, but rebounded by number 4, Durbin, who gives it off to Boblin. Boblin gives it to Bowers. Boblin with the ball now for GCU. Durbin for 3, air ball, off a GCU, turnover. CSUN ball. Zuniga. Good off to Hendricks Porter, who shoots it. No good. Rebounded by number 3, Smith, who puts it up for the layup. No good. Rebounded by number 6, Boblin. As number 15 and 12 check in for GCU. Bowers will go out along with Henderson. GCU ball, baseline. 3-point attempt by number 3, Smith. No good. Rebounded by CSUN. Sykes gives it off to Hendricks Porter. Hendricks Porter shoots for 3. Rims right in and out. Rebounded by number 6, Boblin. S. Kemp. Gives it off to Smith, and GCU turns it over. CSUN ball. GCU has been on top the entire game. 53-20 is the score, with 10.5 minutes left to go in the game. Hendricks Porter gives it off to Lazo, open for three. She fires, hits the backboard, and it's in. CSUN down by 30 points, the largest deficit of the entire tournament for them by far, as number 10 for GCU thought about it. That was Hendricks. Gives it off to Smith. Smith to Poblin. Poblin thought about it. Gives it off to number 4, Durbin. Gives it back to number 6 for three-point opportunity. Instead, it's rebounded by Kemp. Number 4 wide open. Number 6, Poblin with the ball. Foul will be called instead as they scramble for the ball on the floor. Foul is on GCU. CSUN ball. Zuniga out beyond the arc. Gives it to Holloran. CSUN trying to move the ball around. Lazo wide open for three. Shoots it off. Just short. Rebounded by Sykes. Hendricks Porter dishes it off to Holloran for Lazo for three. No good. Wasn't there, I should say, as Sykes pulls up for the jumper, and that's good. Making the score now 25. CSUN down. GCU on top. As number 6 pulls up the jumper. That was Poblin. Rebounded by Sykes. Sykes gives it off to Lazo. Hendricks Porter. Back to Lazo. Open for three once more. Fires. No good. Rebounded by Zuniga. Foul will be called. It'll stay here. Foul's on number 11. 10 from GCU. Hendricks. CSUN will inbound the ball baseline. 8 minutes left to go in the game. GCU up by a significant amount. Lazo gives it to Zuniga. Gives it back to Lazo for three. No good. Sykes tries to rebound it off of CSUN, so it will be GCU ball. Sub comes in, number 11, Henderson, in for number 6, Bowman for GCU. Like I said earlier, GCU has been on it ever since the start of the game. Energy and all. Shooting well beyond the arc as well as passing the ball around. Overall, good basketball by GCU. Number 4 tried to give it to 10. Hendricks, but the pass is intercepted by CSUN. Sykes, wide open, shoots the 2. No good, just short. Tries to save it, unable to do so, as she runs into our stands. This live stream is brought to you by Matador Sports Network from Cal State University Northridge. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Amber Partita. Number 4, Nikki Durbin, tried to take it up herself. Pass is deflected, but she's able to get it. Gives it off to number 3, Smith. Unable to put it up. Turns it over. CSUN ball. Sykes for CSUN. Gives it to Holloran for the far 2. Just short. Rebounded by Henderson. Gives it off to Smith. And gives it to Durbin. Kemp. Finds Hendricks. Shoots the jumper. Air ball. Saved by Henderson. But gives it right to CSUN. Sykes. Gives it to Zuniga for the layup. Foul instead on Kemp. She'll go to the line for 2. Score is 53-25. GCU out on top. 6 minutes left to go in the game. Unfortunately, CSUN Women's Basketball Club will not win any games in this NERSA tournament 2017, held by UCLA. As Zuniga makes her first attempt at the line. Misses the second, rebounded by Henderson. No, stolen by Hendricks Porter, who shoots up a three, and that's good. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the game now as Kemp decides to take it herself, but she double dribbled, so that will be a turnover on GCU. CSUN ball. Lazo, wide open for three. She shoots it, fires, no good. CSUN chases after it. She gets her own rebound. Hendricks Porter. Back to Holloran. Holloran pulls up from the far two. No good. Rebounded by Zuniga. Tries to put up. No good. Rebounded by Henderson. Kemp coming down now for GCU. Decides to take it up herself. No good. Rebounded by Hendricks Porter. Hendricks Porter skips the pass all the way to Sykes for the easy layup. Nice assist. Kemp. Pass it up to number 13. Johnson, who gives it back to Kemp. Smith for three. Too strong. Rebounded by Sykes. 4 minutes left to go in the game. 53-31. GCU out on top. Lazo backs up. Decides to shoot it herself. No good. Rebound by Zuniga. She puts up and in. 53-33 now. 20-point deficit for CSUN. As they call that a charge. On GCU. Timeout called for CSUN. Score is 53-33. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the game. We'll be back in just a moment. Okay. And we're back. CSUN will inbound the ball. It seems as though Nurse is having some technical difficulties with the scoreboard, although we know that there's only 3 minutes, 30 seconds left remaining in the game. Oh, they got it back up now. Looks like they put 13 more seconds on the shot clock. Or not shot clock, on the scoreboard. Excuse me. The scoreboard seems to be messing up constantly. We don't know why. We know that there's 3 minutes, 43 seconds left to go in the game for CSUN against GCU. GCU has been on top this entire time. It's been going off on and on for the past 2 minutes now. Nursa having some difficulties. Some wiring issues, most likely. This live stream is brought to you by Matador Sports Network. I'm your host, Amber Partita. We will be live streaming the men's game at 6:30 against U of A. Stay tuned. Hopefully we'll be able to get this show back on the road. And we're back now. Scoreboard is working as CSUN trying to put up some more points before the game ends. About 3 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the game. Hendricks Porter gives it off to Zuniga, who gives it to Sykes, who shoots for the jumper. No good. Rebound by number 11, Henderson, for GCU. Bowers coming down now. And the scoreboard is off once more. And now it's back on. Sorry for the technical difficulties. It's out of our hands. Otherwise, this game most likely would have been over already. Bowers tries to go past Sykes. Instead, Sykes will be called for the foul. That's her third foul for the game. 3 minutes and counting down now. Henderson looking for someone to be open. Bowers wide open for three. Shoots it well beyond the arc, and that's good. 56-33 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the game. Well, the clock isn't going down. I don't know if the officials noticed that or not. Delay of game by Black on CSUN, for whatever reason that is.
Who scored that last basket? Who scored that last basket?
I don't think
Curly hair?
the clock has not been working. Neither of the officials have been noticing. It seems as though the people at the table noticed it, but the refs do not.
I'll go over there after the game and be like, hey guys, this is what I got. So you guys listen.
Looks as though they'll be taking the time on their phone. Now there's a minute 53 seconds on the clock. Smith at the line for two. She rattles in her second attempt. She was fouled. Lazo for three. No good. Rebound by Holleran. Gives it off to Hendricks Porter. Hendricks Porter gives it off to Sykes for the far two. Foot was on the line. Rebounded by Henderson. Gives it off to Smith. Sykes recovers the ball. Holleran gives it off to Zuniga. We do not have the official time because the time on the scoreboard is incorrect. So they are doing it by themselves on their shot clock. So we will not know when the game will end until the officials blow the final whistle. As Sykes tries to lay it up and in, no good. White ball. GCU coming down now. Score is 57-36, we can tell you that. 20 seconds left to go, as GCU will most likely inbound the ball for the last time of the game. Bowers will most likely hold it for the rest of the game. Oh, and that is the final game. Final score, 57-36. GCU came out on top against CSUN. We'll be back in just a moment to go over the final stats. Stay tuned. All right, we're back to go over the final stats for the women's basketball club team. They lost to GCU. Unfortunately, they were unsuccessful in winning any games at this NERSA tournament 2016 held by UCLA. For CSUN, stats for number 14, Hendricks Porter finished with 5 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. For Sabrina Holleran, she finished with 4 points, 2 assists. For Zuniga, finished with 10 points, 16 rebounds, and 1 assist. For number 21, Rakia Sykes finished with 11 points and 6 rebounds. For number 4, Jocelyn Laszlo finished with 6 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, all 3-pointers. For GCU, Durbin finished with 1 rebound, 2 assists. Yost finished with 12 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Johnson finished with 5 points and 2 rebounds. Bowers finished with 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. Frederick finished with 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Boblin finished with 3 rebounds. Henderson finished with 2 points, 6 rebounds. Hendricks finished with 3 points. Kempt finished with 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And number 3, and Smith finished with 1 point, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Stay tuned. At 6:30, we will be playing, or excuse me, it's already 6:30. In about 15 minutes, we will go live for the men's game against U of A. They are undefeated in the NERSA tournament, so we're looking forward to that. Stay tuned for MSN, brought to you by Cal State University Northridge. Thank you.